Convenience is the top virtue of digital finance. People can exchange, save, and invest money in a few clicks, but this comes with a growing threat of fraud. This is Karna. He is a daily wage earner in the city of Bengaluru, Karnataka. He recently got cheated of 3 times the money he borrowed from an app that impersonates RuPay.
ஒரு பக்கம் இவ்வளோ கடன்பட்டு நம்ம இந்த அளவுக்கு எல்லாத்தையும் சமாளிச்சிட்டோம், இவங்கிட்ட லோனை வாங்கிட்டு இன்றைக்கி நம்ம ஏன் இவன் சொல்கிற மாதிரி நம்ம கேட்குற மாதிரி இருக்குல்ல அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு சூசைடு வரைக்கும் யோசனை பண்ணிட்டோம் ப்ரோ.
Our news and social media platforms are replete with didactic stories on digital finance because most people find the pace and penetration of technology overwhelming, irrespective of their location, literacy, and other privileges. These challenges are obviously more acute for the unbanked and the underbanked. They tend to close their accounts and return to the informal sector when they feel cheated or at risk. In this episode, we have therefore focused on various trust-building measures from the ground with the aim of taking a page from their book. Many service providers use print and digital media to foster trust amongst their customers through advertisements, SMS, TV, social media, posters, and other signage at the service centers. While some messages are promotional, others are informational. The frequency of communication is perhaps highest during onboarding, as you get several OTPs and alerts from the bank to verify each step of the process. Hakeem's phone must have rung incessantly on the day he opened his account because he also signed up for the app and the merchant QR code as add-ons. But the texts were sent to him from multiple sources, in English, when that is not Hakeem's first language. He could not judge if he should trust the senders, which points us to an important lesson. The relevance and trustworthiness of a message matters more than its frequency. It also helps to stay in touch with your users after onboarding to help them through their teething issues and reduce drop-offs. There are several agents and field officers in India and Indonesia who use platforms like WhatsApp to share important information on fraud and financial security. They also give their contact numbers to anyone who may want to seek assistance on chat. The decision to use digital finance is more fraught for the underbanked and the unbanked. They are acutely aware of how their lack of experience in the formal sector puts them on a back foot. Most of them therefore turn to their social network for a second opinion. The service providers at the local level have understood this behavior well and learned to leverage it. This financial literacy and onboarding camp was conducted for those who work under the government employment scheme in rural Andhra Pradesh. The organizers worked with the social norms of the community and invited their leaders from the Gram Panchayat or the village council. This not only added weight to their event, but the leaders also served as an important interface between both sides. They asked questions on behalf of the workers, knowing that they may be too shy or too hesitant to speak up. The organizers, on their part, patiently provided information in a contextualized way. They set the right impression and onboarded 15 people that day. The physical concept of a bank, too, has changed. It is no longer a fixed location in brick and mortar. The touch points for digital finance are more prosaic, closer to home, and therefore non-intimidating. Many last-mile agents have a fuss-free setup, on a two-wheeler or under an umbrella. But the opposite is also true. For example, Arif, an agent from Varanasi, Uttar Pradesh, has taken great pains to ensure his shop looks like a proper bank, with a proper computer, a laptop, and other gadgetry because he knows image matters. He follows through his promise of professionalism by providing help on demand. He is there for his customers even if they call him in the middle of the night. But if Arif's shop was set up in Uganda, it would probably fail because most people there are wary of institutions. They wouldn't readily trust anything that looks like a bank. They prefer giving their money to community-led and owned initiatives instead, like the Village Savings and Loan Association shown here. Did you notice the lockbox at the front? Let's talk more about the value of tangibility in managing money. There is an acquired wisdom that people need something concrete and relatable to trust digital finance. It gives them a greater sense of control over their money. Vijay therefore provides his users with a printed copy of their transaction history, akin to a passbook. This has proved so effective that his peers have followed suit, even though these passbooks are not officially sanctioned. Other agents similarly provide a physical record for loans and repayment. Brokering trust with paper is therefore common across all 4 countries. But that does not take away from the relevance of digital features like the blue and green ticks and the transaction histories that close the loop for customers. There is scope to further strengthen grievance redressal though. As mentioned in the start, many people start their digital journey on a hesitant foot because they are not fluent with technology. The sense of inadequacy or vulnerability is greater with the unbanked and the underbanked. It is therefore crucial to address their doubts and complaints promptly. Bhagyavati is a coffee farmer in Araku, Andhra Pradesh. One day, she accidentally realized that her service provider was charging her between 125 and 135 rupees every month for the UPI speaker she has installed at her shop. It took Bhagyavati several attempts to get in touch with a customer care executive, but neither did they provide a remedy for the speaker, nor did they help her close her account when there was no other option left. How might we bring about a future where people like Bhagyavati feel heard in the digital ecosystem? There are several examples of this at the ground level, where the right information is provided at the right time in the right packaging to make DFS stronger. It is often two-way communication where the users or their representatives are proactive too. We can learn from these examples or build on them to ensure people are confident and happy to stay with digital finance.